Yes, dear learners, let us proceed with biology. We are still continuing with, of course, polyploidy, and this time we are going to deal with a form of polyploidy or a type of polyploidy called Alloplolyploidy. Previously looked at autopolyploidy, so today we are going to look at Alloplolyploidy. So the word allo means different, and this type of polyploidy occurs whenever two parents of different species but closely related meet together to form a hybrid, and hybrids have an odd number of chromosomes, and for that matter those chromosomes do not form successful homologous pairings or bivalents, thus they are sterile or infertile. So now, when the number of chromosomes within the F1 individuals or the sterile hybrids undergo chromosome doubling, when they double, so what happens is that we form fertile individuals. Now, that form of polyploidy is what we call allopolyploidy. So I can first record that is a condition where the number of chromosomes a condition where the number of chromosomes in sterile hybrids is doubled. Then I need to use a good marker. Is doubled to form fertile hybrids. So a condition where the number of chromosomes in sterile hybrids is doubled to form fertile hybrids. Now, we very well know that F1 hybrids formed from parents of different species, which are closely related, are sterile or infertile. That is what we know, that whenever parents of different species but which are closely related are mated, they lead to formation of F1 hybrids which are sterile. Now, this condition is known as hybrid sterility. Now, hybrids are infertile because Alright, fertile because they contain odd number of chromosomes, which do not pair up successively. Do not pair up successfully during prophase 1 of meiosis. So that is what happens. The hybrids are infertile because they contain odd number of chromosomes which do not pair up successfully during prophase 1 of meiosis. Now, alloplolyploidy does not occur in animals. Alloplolyploidy does not occur in animals. Because of fewer chances, of crossbreeding between animal species. So these kind of mutations, alloplolyploidy and then autopolyploidy, all of them majorly occur in plants. So alloplolyploidy does not occur in animals because of fewer chances of crossbreeding in animal species. So we have fewer chances of hybridization or crossbreeding between animal species, and for that matter, alloplolyploidy majorly occurs in plants. Now, we shall come to know that most of the hybrids or most of the alloplolyploids formed here during alloplolyploidy are fertile because they are diploid because their genotype is a result of summation of the haploid sets of chromosomes from their mothers, or meaning from their parents. So for that matter, most of them are normally diploid in nature. So most of the alloplolyploids are diploid. They are diploid because they are formed. They are formed as a result of the sum of haploid sets of chromosomes, from their parents. Thus, they are fertile. They are fertile. So, since they are diploid in nature, because they are formed as a result of the sum of haploid sets of chromosomes from their parents, then we can say that they are fertile. Now, the other thing that we need to look at here is that polyploidy does not change. Doesn't change what we call polyploidy does not change the genes within an organism, but it results into the formation of new allele combinations or new gene combinations. And B, polyploidy does not change the genes. Does not change the genes. So polyploidy does not add. Say, polyploidy does not add. That is the correct statement. Does not add new genes. Does not add new genes, but leads to formation of new gene combinations, in organisms, which leads to variation, in phenotypes of organisms. Phenotypes of organisms. So, polyploidy does not add new genes, but leads to formation of new gene combinations in organisms, which leads to variation in phenotypes of organisms. Then lastly, polyploidy mainly occurs in plants. And is rare in animals. So, members, that is some points about alloplolyploidy. Let us meet in the next video.